Okay, what's up, guys? So, serious video. Serious video. I wanted to make this because it's something that I've been kind of paying attention to. Um, it's something where it's like, you kind of wish like it was more easier to contact a person if they are dealing with depression or suicidal thoughts or any of that stuff, because stuff like that, it's a serious subject to me. It's a very, very serious subject to me. I don't joke around with it. It's a serious thing to me. So anyways, XXXTentacion, I'm pretty sure everybody knows who he is. Well, the girl that I guess got him, yeah, so she did get him in trouble and got him sent to jail. But I guess it turned out that the stuff was fake. It wasn't even real. So I think they did settle their their problems and stuff. Like they cool and all of that before he passed. And even after he passed, like she wasn't like holding anything towards him. Like still like they both was like my thing was my like take on it, and this was somebody that I talked with that lived like out in Florida, and they told me like that's how it is in Florida. Like when you have like I just like I don't want to like come off as like rude, but this was just a conversation that me and this friend had. But it's like when you're like screwed up kids and stuff, and then you're also in the screwed up area and things like a good percentage of you guys might have a screwed up relationship. So it's sad to say things like that, but it's stuff that I've seen myself, and it's stuff that other people have told me. So it's an actual thing that happens, and that's personally what I believe from the whole situation. And that's why, and I know everybody, they have like this hatred towards Geneva, that's her name. They have this hatred towards her, but I'm like, y'all, for those that have like not been in her shoes, you've not been in X's shoes, like you're just a fan of X. I'm saying like it's that type of stuff where I'm all like, the fans, like this might be the one that you guys just gotta sit out, because she did kind of post some serious stuff, and stuff that I don't really feel comfortable talking about and things, but she did post some things on her social media. And it's like sad. It's honestly, and I don't know if it's the X situation, I don't know if it's another situation that she's dealing with, but regardless, my thing is, and this is just like my message to everybody, it's like, don't take yourself out of this world. Live your life to the fullest, to the max, all the way up until you're an old person. Don't leave this world without seeing your full potential. And I like, honestly, that goes out to everybody. I don't care who it is. Like, don't leave this world without seeing your full potential. This goes to my haters. This goes to my fans, my friends, my family. Like, you are here for a reason. You woke up for a reason. It wasn't to wake up to take yourself out. No, it was to wake up and to like do something. Like, I don't care what you're doing, but it's like my thing is that this is how I overall live life, and it seems like it's been working good for me. But it's like to motivate those around you. It's to like be there for those around you. Like, and honestly, that's like what gets me through the day, knowing that I've helped somebody or knowing that I've motivated somebody. Like, that's honestly all that I look forward to in life, is to know that I impacted a person's life somehow. So I know it'll be a little bit harder for her, because it's like you got a bunch of people hitting you up at the same time. People being positive, people being negative. To those being negative, it's like that stuff ain't even worth it. It's not like you shouldn't even be doing that type of stuff in the first place. Because knowing if you was in her shoes and somebody that everybody loved like died, and they're putting the blame on you, they're saying this you, or they saying that, oh, it should have been you instead of them. Like, that type of stuff doesn't need to be in your life. It doesn't. It's like my thing is that if you can go through this world forgiving one another, you can forgive her too. That's what I'm like. I never really understood the like hate towards her, because this is something to like get serious on, you guys. Like, this is something that I've seen, like her like relationship, I wouldn't say like not that serious, but I've seen it where it's like couples, like with people that I know, family, friends, like couples just don't mix. Like, certain people just don't mix. And it's a sad situation to see how it unfolds and how it all just like falls apart. But like, I guess my thing is like, I feel like sometimes, like, yeah, you are put in relationships or friendships, or you just come across certain people as a lesson. Like, everybody that you come across is a lesson, whether it's a good lesson or a bad lesson. And it's just like, I guess, to mentally prepare you for future relationships or friendships or business, things that you got going on with people. Like, it's to build you, not to take you out of this world. So that's why I'm like, there's no reason that you should be thinking about taking yourself out of this world. Like, there's just times, like, you deal with things, you wing it out. And I wouldn't say as serious as hers, but I've dealt with my fair share of things where it's left me in a state where I was not myself. I did not feel like myself. I'm telling you, there have been times where I had just laid in bed all day, hadn't eaten food, freaking, what else? Didn't want to feel like recording videos, a podcast episode. I didn't feel like doing nothing. I honestly just felt like laying in bed and just watching TV. So that's why I'm like, yeah, it's honestly, it's not, and that's not good for you. It is not like, and I sit down and I think about how I was acting like that. I'm like, it was not good, but it's all, one thing for sure is like, you got to talk to people. You have to talk to somebody. Somebody. I don't care who it is, whether it's a random person, your closest friend, your closest family, your worst enemy. You have to talk to somebody and get things off your chest. Because I know when I was dealing with my fair share of stuff, I talked with friends. Friends was being there for me, and overall, at the end of the day, I felt better. And it was like, in the situations that I've been in, and situations that I've been in before, and that was my mistake. I didn't talk to people, so I dealt with it longer. The pain was there longer, and that type of pain where it eats you in the inside, it is not good. So that's what I'm saying. Like, talk to people. To like Geneva, like, talk to people. I don't care who it is. And that's what I'm like, that's where I'm like, if you can't go to your friends and talk to them about your personal lives and what's eating at you and stuff, are they really your friends? Like, are like the friends that, like, you're gonna be dealing with some things, and that's why I'm like, maybe they just can't relate to it. Regardless, there are so many times where I'm like, I cannot relate to my friends' problems, where they having baby mama drama or baby daddy drama, freaking they done lost a job, they homeless. Like, I try not to be in situations like that, but I think about it. I think about, what would I do if I was in a situation like that? Can I help this person? Can I do something for this person? And there's been friends where it's like they've dealt with some like serious stuff, and I've been there for them, and I've given them ideas. I've told them like, hey, this is what you should do, like, to help you out and things, because I'm like, I don't want to see people suffer. Overall, at the end of the day, I don't want to see people suffer. It's just something that, people, they shouldn't have to do with stuff like that. But like I did say, it's like lesson learned and things. But there's just at times I'm all like, just things just need to ease up on the person. I feel like Geneva, out of anybody, like, all the times I've seen that girl deal with some stuff, like, things just needs to ease up on her. It's sad. It's truly, truly sad to see people deal with stuff like that. And it's like, there's people like, like, encouraging her to, like, oh, go through with killing yourself, go through with, like, suicide and all of that, and go through, like, oh, deal with your depression, and it's like, all because of her problems with X. And I'm like, look, the stuff that happened between her and X is between them two. Everybody, I never understood why everybody else felt like they had to have an input on it, or why they had to have an input on anything. And there's people gonna go through life having an input on stuff, and most likely this is gonna be a hypocritical part of the of this video and things, because there's gonna be times where I have an input on things. But I just feel like in a situation like this, where this girl is like, it's not so much as a cry for help, but it could, at the end of the day, that's what it could be. It could be a cry for help. You never know. But if this girl is dealing with some stuff, people should not be edging her on to go through with killing herself, committing to, like, any of that stuff. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. And I don't care what this girl did to X. And that's the thing. Out of my friend group, out of anybody that knows me, I am the biggest X fan ever. All right, maybe not ever, but I'm one of the biggest. I would have to say I listen to his music religiously. I listen to his music every single day. Whether it's some fan-made remix, whether it's an original song from SoundCloud, whether it's some music from Spotify, I have to listen to some X music. I have to. And then also, it's like, I follow Geneva. And not once have I ever been like, oh, all of this is your fault. Like, you shouldn't have. You know, people deal with things. She's dealt with things. X dealt with things. People are going to deal with stuff. But to pretty much like just like overall just be like messed up, just so you know, be messed up towards a person because of your personal hatred. I'm like, I that's what I'm like, yeah, people, there's times where they just need to keep their comments to themselves. You don't know where a person's at mentally, and if you're the reason why this person leaves this world, like that type of stuff is gonna eat at you. Like, that's, I'm telling you right now, that type of stuff will eat at you. And you have to sit down and think about that. Like, that person ends their life, they end their life, and you have to sit there and think, like, what if my tweet or my comment or anything, or YouTube, whatever you want to call it, like, you know, something that you said, that was the last thing they seen before they put a bullet through their head or jumped off a cliff, or slit they, like, you know, did some stuff where it was like, you know, you don't want that to, you wouldn't want that to happen to somebody that you care about. So why would you do this to somebody knowing that she got people around her that cares about her? And I'm not trying to hear no stuff like nobody cares about. I'm not hearing none of that. I'm not hearing nothing, no negative stuff that y'all got to say about this girl. This girl is dealing with some stuff, man. That's the only thing that I'm honest, that I'm thinking about, is that she's dealing with some stuff and there's nobody there trying to help her. Like, somebody, I don't care who it is, friends, family, somebody has to help her. Somebody has to. They have to be there for her. So that's what I'm like, it's sad to see her deal with stuff like that. And, you know, and that's like, I really do hope that she gets through it. Like, I'm like really checking like her, like Twitter and Instagram to, you know, like really, and this is somebody that I don't even know, but I'm like, I want to like make sure that she is okay. Like, that's the only thing that I'm worried about. I know people are like, oh, you simping, you this, that. I don't care what comments you have to say. I don't care what you're thinking about. Is she going to be okay at the end of the day? After that, everything can go back to normal. You know, but it just, I need to know, is she going to be okay? That's it, all right? So, anyways, but yeah, you know, this episode, hopefully it just motivates you guys out there to just let you know, like, and you can use this episode for you, so you can replace Geneva and put yourself in this episode, because anybody that's dealing with some stuff, like, you matter. Whether you think that you don't matter, no, you matter. Somebody out in this world cares about you. Somebody out in this world is thinking about you. I'm thinking about you. I'm hoping that you're okay. That's the only thing at the end of the day that matters, is that you're okay. You can go to sleep perfectly fine at night and wake up perfectly fine in the morning. You know, yeah, people, look, you're going to deal with some things. That's the thing that I'm like, that I want to just, you know, put out into the world and just let people know. It's like, you are going to deal with stuff. Man, I'm telling you, it seems like I am dealing with stuff every single day. Every single day. From YouTube, from my personal life, to just everywhere. Everywhere I go, I deal with stuff. Small things, big things, I'm going to deal with it. And overall, at the end of the day, that's, you have to just go through that. Any problems that you have to just go straight through it. Don't let it sit there and eat you alive and stuff. No, you have to go through any problems that you face, any obstacles that you got to go through. You got to go through them all. You can't like give up on one, or no, you got to go through each and every one, whether in the energy that you have to have for the small ones, you have to like that, you have to have the same energy that you will have for the big ones. Run through them. Give it no chance. Let people know, let just the world know that you're going to get through life no problem. You are going to see out your life. You are going to see out your potential. That's the only thing that matters. So anyways, like that's what I want. My motivation, you know, for those out there, is to, you know, be a blessing to somebody. You know, overall, like, motivate somebody around you. Say something motivational. Make a motivational post on Instagram. Make a motivational post on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, whatever social media platform that you are currently on. YouTube. Make a motivational YouTube video. Do something where somebody is going to see it and they're going to get motivated. And they're going to know, like, their life matters. So, anyways, yeah, I got that off my chest. But yeah, hopefully Geneva, I hope she's holding up. I hope she's doing good. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.